Well, CBS News Chicago is the proud sponsor of Chicago's Race Against Gun Violence, which is organized by the nonprofit Strides for Peace. The race is this Thursday and raises money for organizations working to prevent gun violence. Joining us now are Rubye Lane from Strides for Peace and Dr. Darryca Brim-Mims, co-founder and executive director of Focus Ferries Mentoring, which is participating in the race. Ladies, good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Thanks
for having us.
Rubye, take us back to 13 years ago when you first put this race together. Why did you want to put it together, and what has the evolution of the race been like?
So the race is primarily for organizations all across Chicago who are doing great work in community violence intervention and gun violence prevention. We saw that there was a need for organizations to come together to have their own day, a day to unite, to exchange resources, and also to raise some unrestricted funds. And so that's what started this race 13 years ago with our founding executive director. And here we are going strong now with now about 2,000 individuals who run every year along Grant Park and along the Lakeshore Drive.
Gun violence remains one of the most pressing issues for the city of Chicago and really across the country as well. What have you learned, and what are folks learning from this race about community-led solutions that are really working?
We're learning that they're working. Last year, Chicago had historic low numbers. One homicide is one too many, but what we're noticing is that the city organizations that are working out there to prevent, that are offering mentoring programs, restorative justice, healing, those are the organizations that are really trying to intervene in some of the cases when we have some cases retaliatory shootings. And so we realize that those outreach workers are critical to working with the policing efforts across the city.
Darryca, you lead one of those organizations that
Yes.
focuses on mentoring young girls. Tell me a little bit about your work and just how it supports our community overall in Chicago.
Yes, of course. So I am the co-founder and executive director of Focus Ferries Mentoring. And so here in Chicago, we support girls ages 7 to 21 on the South and West Side, primarily focused on those who have experienced vicarious trauma, community violence, and we do that work through mental health, violence prevention, and workforce readiness opportunities, and really creating a space for a girl to be a girl, to have joy, but also ensuring that they are safe.
Yeah. What do you think people need to understand about what it is really like to be a victim of gun violence? Not necessarily, you know, being shot yourself, but being somebody who is close to somebody who has been shot and who has, you know, come in firsthand experience with this issue.
I think it's the vicarious trauma that we experience. I know firsthand myself. I lost my brother at the age of 12, and then my best friend at the age of 30, and then my cousin at the age of 35. And so from all of those losses, I understand the grief, the anger, the pain that now I have to go through because of the ripple effects of violence. And so while I may not have been directly impacted, vicariously I am, because I'm speaking at my best friend's funeral and not her wedding. I'm writing my cousin's obituary and not having joy and helping her think about the next journey of her life. And so that affects us mentally, emotionally, and just in a space where you're like, man, you are angry, and you're just trying to figure out, okay, how do we continue to have joy despite all of those losses?
Do you tell your story to the girls who are in your organization, and does it help them to understand that they're not alone?
It does. It helps them because then they see Miss D as not just a person, but someone who can walk the journey with them, because we have some girls who also lost friends to gun violence, lost parents to gun violence. And so Miss D is just not a person that's saying we need to do this work. I'm walking this journey with you, alongside you, every step of the way.
It's a beautiful thing. This is not just a race that is happening here in Chicago now, but it's actually expanding to other cities as well, because we know that unfortunately this is an issue that is really seen across our country. Tell me about the expansion to other cities and maybe how different cities can learn from each other and these community-led organizations.
That's exactly right. So this year, Strides for Peace is expanding, and so we'll have races in Philadelphia, Los Angeles, and New York. And what we're learning is that outreach workers who are working in the field nonstop, that we all have one common theme, which is that we're trying to prevent gun violence. And so it was natural for us to be able to spread our arms across the country to our fellow brothers and sisters to say, what can we do? How can we provide a platform where organizations who may be suffering financially can actually raise dollars to help them keep their doors open, to help those programs continue to go. And so we realize that it's important for us to reach across the country, east and west, to say we are in this fight with you. And so that's the beauty of being a part of Strides for Peace and about this race against gun violence.
And every life touched is important and meaningful and worth it. Ladies, thank you so much for coming in this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Against the race against gun violence is happening this Thursday, June 4th. We are a proud sponsor. We'll see you right after the break.